Believers IAS Academy. In this video, we'll take up a discussion on the topic known as implementing forest rights. We will see the details of what forest rights helps the community and how forest rights are designed and how pandemics such as COVID-19 could be tackled with respect to giving the forest rights to the tribal community. So implementing forest rights becomes very much important when some distress or some losses are happening in the environment. What is this forest right and how tribal community is being helping and benefited by this forest rights, we will see. So this article was based on how FRA helped India's forest communities during COVID-19, which was published in Down to Earth and Hindu newspaper. So it talks about the implementation issues regarding the Forest Rights Act 2006. So this is an important article from Down to Earth magazine, which is related to the social issues, problems, science report. It mainly talks about all the social issues in the magazine known as Down to Earth. For some information or for some any details regarding the social issues, we can refer to Down to Earth magazine also. And as usually the Hindu newspaper, which we take the articles from. So they're talking about how FRA helped India's forest communities during COVID-19. How FRA helped them to combat COVID-19. And COVID-19 pandemic, like any other dimension, had a drastic impact. We know that. On forest communities also, not only on the economy or on the political aspects of the society, it was also a bad hit to the forest communities also. There were lack of raw materials, there were lack of supplies, the supply chain was hit, the demand for the tribal products or the forest minor products were also decreased. So that is how forest communities were also affected by this pandemic COVID-19. And it caused losses of livelihood. Yeah, main problem. It caused the losses of livelihood and shelter, food insecurity. When the livelihood is lost, we mainly go back to food insecurity and physical hardships. Yes, physical hardships, lack of raw materials, lack of furnitures, lack of any advancements or any technological implementation has not been done. And health concerns, yeah, this is the main problem, and economic suffering also perceived. So that is how COVID-19 lead to, by having this pandemic stagnancy, lead to all these major issues. Such major issues which cannot be tackled in a one go. We want several schemes, we want several projects to tackle all these problems. They are very serious problems. Having loss of livelihood, do you think it is very easy? When the livelihood of a person is gone, he is literally left with nothing. He doesn't have his shelter, he doesn't have his basic necessities, then what is he meant for? And how is government helping them who have lost the livelihood? So that is how pandemics make a greater and a bigger impact on lifestyle of the people. So we have to see what are the implementation measures taken by the government to enhance or build up the life of the tribal communities. So in order to cope with the crisis, we can take many measures. One such is effective implementation of scheduled tribes and other traditional forest dwellers, recognition of Forest Rights Act 2006, also known as FRA. Forest Rights Act assumes much importance. So, in such bad hit conditions, what do you have to do? You have to give the stimulus which is necessary for such conditions. That stimulus could be generated by implementing Forest Rights Act 2006. So, what is FRA? FRA has potential to secure the forest rights and address other issues of at least 200 million tribal, covering 50% of India's forest land. However, it is laxity in the implementation of the act that undermines fructification of the law even after decade and law half of the enactment. What is this laxity? The laxity is leading to the degradation, or the half of its enactment is also been declined. So that is why FRA becomes a potential secure for the forest rights, which totally comprises of 50% of India's forest land. Tribals, or comprising of 50% of forest land, could be benefited by FRA. So we will see the details of how FRA and associated measures regarding it. So FRA and its associated issues. India's Forest Right Act empowers the forest community to use, manage and govern forests for their livelihood as well as for the conservation and protection of forests. So getting it right, it is that they can manage, they can generate livelihood by using the forest product, and protection of the forest is also their rights. But its poor implementation remains a issue. What we see is poor implementation of this rights and FRA remains a very big issue. So the key reason for poor implementation of FRA would include lack of political commitment. Tribal communities is neglected from all the beneficial schemes that we know it. Forest land, forest upliftment is not going on. So lack of political commitment, lack of adequate human and financial resources with the Department of Tribal Affairs, which is the nodal agency for implementation of FRA. So there could be a fact taken out from this, which is the nodal agency for implementation of FRA. It is the Department of Tribal Affairs. Keep it in mind, Department of Tribal Affairs is the nodal agency for implementing FRA 2006. Then the tussle with forest bureaucracy, which influences decision at various levels. There exists always a tussle with them, and poor or non-functioning of district and subdivision level committees, which consider the claims filed by the Gram Sabhas. So these are the non-functioning and stagnancy in the performance of this Gram Sabhas, and it has been a decade and a half since the law was passed. However, only 13% of 40 million have been demarcated under the FRA by Environment Ministry. So even though the Act is implemented very earlier also, the fruits or the output of this Act is been so low. That is just the 13% for 15 or 40 million hectares. Doesn't this number show that there is a stagnancy, there is a lack of political commitment with respect to FRA? So that is how FRA and its associated issues are making a pitfall for the implementation of FRA. And this laxity in duly recording existing forest rights and the resultant tenurial insecurity is likely to increase vulnerability. So when the problems are not targeted properly, when the implementations are not going on time, they exhibit some laxity, and that will lead to extreme conditions, and it can become vulnerable also. So, and more adversely impact livelihood and food security of forest dwellers during pandemic and after. So this laxity is the main reason for implementation of FRA. So apart from all these main issues, we have other issues also related to FRA. They are other issues faced by the forest community. What are the other main issues? The absence of social infrastructure. Don't you think absence of social infrastructure declines the performance of the community? Yes, main reason. And issues related to minor forest product. Minor forest products, which helps in the development of livelihood of all the tribal community, is hit. And PVTGs, the survival of particularly vulnerable tribal groups lying in remote and scattered geographical location in India was another issue. So this isolated and vulnerable, particularly vulnerable tribal groups were also facing issues, for habitation. So this is how all the problems and all the matters goes back to the issues for implementing FRA. So if I have to make a note on this, particularly PVTGs was a question from 2019 prelims. The percentages of the PVTGs which are vulnerable and which are in problem, this data was given in 2019 prelims. So thus implementing Forest Rights Acts also becomes important with respect to both prelims and means. They would just ask the impact, challenges of Forest Rights Acts, or even the people related to the Forest Rights Acts and what is the importance of Forest Rights Act could also be asked. So there are more chances of getting this question. So then, what is the way forward? What can we do to cut down such vulnerability? Is that implementing FRA in letter and spirit, that is first. Then cooperative federalism, first point. Our first point. Second point, cooperative federalism, that is keeping in view with enormous economic, social and ecological benefits of individual and community forest management. The center in cooperation with state government should implement Forest Rights Act in right spirit. So that is how you make a consensus building program. You take the opinions of the state governments also, and you have to build a cooperation with yourself to implement any schemes or any policies in a right way. That is how center should make cooperation with the state governments in implementing these rights. Then also it is important that the Ministry of Tribal Affairs at center and state level are strengthened with human and financial resources to help implement FRA on a mission mode. So funding, the revenue aid should be given for the FRA to be implemented in the right spirit. And reforming forest bureaucracy, our third point, reforming forest bureaucracy. Besides leveraging modern technology to map and monitor the implementation of FRA, the forest bureaucracy must also be reformed to serve as service provider to Gram Sabha. So Gram Sabhas should be the forest bureaucracies should help the Gram Sabhas in implementing any programs together. So this is how you make the reforms. Reforms is an other aid which can cut down the issues with respect to FRA. Then strengthening market for minimum fair price. That is, there is a need to provide marketing and MSP support. Yeah, even recently our farmers are also fighting for such aids and enhancements only. But we have to think that not only farmers, not only any other class of the society, the tribal community or the forest dwellers should also be taken in care while implementing the MSPs to non-timber forest products and create institutional mechanism to support community forest enterprises for value addition. So this will become our fourth point with respect to strengthening market for MFP. Then further, the government should continue to provide technical support, the Gram Sabha's technical supports the Gram Sabha, so as to ensure not only higher production of MFPs but price support as provided to the farmers as to rejuvenate the tribal economy. So the price support should also be provided to the farmers. So in improving the tribal economy. So this becomes our major 4 points with respect to the way forward or the solutions to implement FRA in a very right spirit, both in letter and spirit. So these were the 4 solutions. So what is the conclusion? What can we conclude from this discussion is that rights recognized under FRA have helped to facilitate support for forest communities at various levels by overcoming constraints and crisis situation during times of wide-scale distress. However, A wider implementation of the law is what we need for the hour. So implementation should be done for the implementation becomes the need of the hour. So this is how we can conclude implementation of FRA should help. This topic could be taken as a good example for combating COVID-19 and improving the economy of the tribal communities or the forest dwellers or the depressed class of the society. You can include this topic as an example in your mains answers also. So then, for any such interesting videos, interesting content regarding the current affairs, you can log on to our website believersis.com. And to know more about the new prelim series for 2021, we are categorizing the aspects of or the terms in news, and everything is going on. You can check that in YouTube named Believers IS Academy. You can subscribe to our YouTube, like, share, and support our channel. So for further any information, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and have complete details about UPSC examination. So thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.